In this video, we will continue talking about the CAM or computer-aided manufacturing side of Easel. Specifically, we will be addressing cut settings and toolpaths. This is often one of the biggest challenges for new Easel users. This video is intended to help demystify this area of Easel and continue the path of moving a digital design to a physical object. As with all these videos, additional resources are provided in the video description. To access the cut settings for an Easel project, click on the Settings box in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This will open a drop-down menu. In many instances, Easel is able to provide recommended cut settings based on the bit, material, and machine pairing. Keep in mind that if it does not have recommended cut settings, Easel will opt for slow or conservative cut setting. In the drop-down menu, you will be able to see the current cut settings Easel has set automatically. There are two speed settings listed at the top of the drop-down menu: feed rate and plunge rate. Feed rate is the speed at which the bit moves across the material. Plunge rate is the speed that the bit moves into the material. Below plunge rate is depth per pass. Depth per pass is how deep the bit will go down per pass of the design. As an example, if my depth per pass is set at 0.125 and the carve out of my design is a depth of 0.25 of an inch, it will do 2 passes. Below depth per pass is spindle speed. This is how fast your spindle rotates. Below these settings are a few movement settings. There are 3 different fill methods to choose from. Offset is set by default. Offset starts at the center of the work area and works its way around the edges of your design. Raster moves along either the X or the Y in a linear fashion. Raster carving is particularly useful when carving wood or any instance where you want to carve along a particular grain pattern. Below the fill method options is plunge. Plunge determines the angle at which the bit eases into a cut. This can help with bit wear. Generally, you want to use shallow angles for harder material and steep angles for softer ones. Finally, you have milling direction. This setting determines the direction your spindle spins. On new Easel projects, the cut settings are set to automatic. You can manually set your cut settings by clicking on the manual option next to the automatic in the cut settings drop-down. We can visualize the cut settings via the Toolpath simulation. In the lower right-hand corner is a button for simulating the toolpath. This simulation allows us to see our toolpath and any adjustments that were made via the cut settings. Once the toolpath has been simulated, we can see a carve time estimate, as well as a play, pause, speed adjuster, scanner bar, and skip button. With these tools, we can see through the whole toolpath before even carving the project. If we click on the 3 dots next to the simulation, we can show a product preview, remove the wasteboard from the simulation, remove the material, remove the toolpaths, and visualize any uncut areas in the carve. We can see on this simulation that the toolpath moves off the board. This is an indication that there is a design element that is not on our canvas. Simulating the carve is always a quick and easy way for us to check our carve path for issues ahead of time. It also helps if you want to know where to clamp your material without fear of getting it in the toolpath's way. Join us for the next video where we will go over the process for running a carve.